Tom Glavine, Greg Jeffries, and Roberto Alomar, 3 of the top rookies in 1988. We got a Throwback Thursday for you tonight with 88 Donruss, peak junk wax. We're going to see if we can get those. We're going to be hunting them and other stars of the late 80s. And we're going to open a whole box here. 36 packs. 1988 Donruss. This was probably the first year that I really got into cards. Bought a few 87 packs, but not many. So we got 36 of these. We're going to be opening for a while. Let's see what we got. We got Greg Swindell, Bob Stanley, Don Robinson. We got Daryl Strawberry, big for the Mets in the 80s. Andy Van Slyke on the Diamond King. Andres Galarrago. And Walt Terrell to finish that first pack. Not a bad start. Bob James. We got Bobby Bonilla. Jeff Sellers. Keith Hernandez. Great Met there. Got Gary Thurman, rated rookie. Vince Coleman, stolen base king. Gino Petralli to finish that second pack. So we're off to a good start, guys. You know, if you collected it in 88, bought any of these packs, let me know what kind of cards you got from that era, if you're still holding any. Got Mickey Tettleton, John Smiley. We got Dennis Martinez, Lee Smith, Cubs closer. Greg Minton, Ron Darling, Diamond King. We got George Brett, Mr. Royal. We're definitely getting some recognizable players. You know, this is considered junk wax era, but there were a lot of good players in there, that era. We got Keith Moreland, Kevin Mitchell, Jose Rio, Andy Van Slyke. We got a McGwire MVP card. That's pretty cool. We got Eric Davis, just a great player for the Reds. Bill Doran, Bobby Witt, and Gary Carter. Getting a lot of great Mets players from that era in these packs. Got Darnell Coles, Dave Martinez. Got a checklist. Randy Bush, Mike Davis, Donnie Moore, Cal Daniels. That's not a name I remember. I collected a ton of these cards. Frank White, Pete Smith, Mackie Sasser on the rated rookie, and Kurt Ford. Okay, we got Jeff Parrott, Willie Upshaw, Sean Dunston, Randy Myers, Barry Larkin, Danny Darwin, Deion James, Brian Dayett, Dwayne Murphy, Lee Guterman, and Brett Butler. Not a lot in that pack. We got R.J. Reynolds. We got Albert Hall. We got Dave Bergman, Glenn Braggs, Mike Sosa, Tim Belcher, Guy Hoffman, Yvonne Calderon, Ken Dixon, Mitch Williams, Mark Langston Diamond King, and Robbie Wine. Okay, we got Mark Clear, Mike Pagliarello, Bill Gullickson, Lance McCullers, Mark Langston, Mark McLemore, Tim Raines, Diamond King, Great Expo. We got Tim Laudner, Bob James, Dave Schmidt, another Bobby Bonilla, and Scott Bales. If you've only ripped new modern cards, you're probably not going to be used to the 36 packs, but these old boxes had a ton of cards in them. Got Keith Hernandez, Scott Fletcher, Thurman, Vince Coleman, Mike Fitzgerald, George Bell, Gary Reedus, Marvell Wynn, Mickey Tettleton, Doyle Alexander, John Smiley, and Paul Noyce. We got Gus Polliter, Bob Sebra, Dave Magadan, Sid Bream, Garcia, Castilla, Rob Thompson. I'll get a Ricky Henderson, Ozzie Virgil, George Bell MVP, Ken Phelps, Kurt Wilkerson, and a Mike Kingery. I'll sleeve up this Ricky here, one of the all-time greats. Got Stan Jefferson. Oh, we got Fernando Valenzuela, Brian Holton, Mike Diaz, Marty Barrett, Ted Power, Mookie, another Met great, Danny Tartable, Perez, Bill Buckner, Bo Diaz, Pat Clements, and Greg Gross. Tommy John would become famous for the surgery. David Palmer, Kurt Gibson, Jimmy Jones. Well, we got the Roberto Alomar rookie right there. Go ahead and sleeve him up. Not a ton of big name rookies in this 88 Donruss set, but Roberto Alomar was a good one. Rick Honeycutt, Dave Meads, Kit Herbeck, Roger Clemens, Shane Mack, Jim Rice, Kurt Stillwell, and Rob Deere. We got Ryan Sandberg, Ray Knight, Terry Pendleton, Gary Gaetti, Glenn Davis, Eric King, Willie Hernandez, Steve Lake, Charles Hudson, Wally Backman, and Tom Brookins. Ken Oberkfell, Dennis Martinez, Lee Smith, Terry Steinbach, Dave Hingle. We got another Ron Darling. We got a Milt Thompson. We got a George Brett, Ramirez, Keith Moreland, Kevin Mitchell, Riho, and Andy Van Slyke. Okay, guys, we got a Charlie. We got another MVP McGwire. We're going to sleeve that one up too. Okay, we got Eric Davis, Bill Doran, Bobby Witt, Gonzalez, Smith, Gary Carter, Gleaton, Albert Hall, Julio Franco, Joe Price, and Eric Plunk. These over here. Keeping it going, guys. We're almost halfway through. We got Doug Jones, Chris James, Tony Fernandez, Mike Burback, Jim Wynn, Mike Felder. Oh, there's the Jeffries, Greg Jeffries. It's a good looking card. Jeff Calhoun, Dave Bergman, Glenn Braggs, Mike Soja, Tim Belcher, Guy Hoffman, and Keith Alberton. We got a Kirby Puckett, great player from that era. Jose Akendo, Jeff Treadway, Ken Williams, Mark Davis, Devereaux, Mariano Duncan. We got a Mattingly MVP, Don Mattingly. Actually forgot about these MVP inserts. Salazar, Mosby, Schofield, and Tony Fernandez. I remembered the Diamond Kings, but forgot about the MVPs. This is halfway through, guys, right here. This is our 18th pack. We got Calderon, Dixon, Mitch Williams, Mark Langston, Robbie Wine, Chris Spear, Pagliarello, Gullickson, McCullers, Langston, McLemore, Tim Raines, and ending with a checklist halfway through. 18 more to go. Okay, we got Hubie Brooks, Jack Howell, Tom Browning, Jay Buhner, Samuel, Tollison. We got Ron Gant, Jim Presley, Mike Campbell, Don August, Larry Anderson. I am not sure if that is Gant's rookie or not. I'll have to look that up. I think it might be. We got Spike Owen, Martinez. We got Wade Boggs, Pat Berry, Tracy Woodson, Jody Davis, Bill Picotta, Bill Dawley, Paul Molitor on the Diamond King. And there we go. We got Nolan Ryan. We got Jim Morrison and Kevin Bass. Let's leave up this Boggs. This is a good looking card. The Ryan was noticeably off center, so. Matt Noakes. We got Ozzy on the MVP. That's cool. The Wizard. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. Todd Worrell. Gary Ward. Sid Fernandez. Mark Thurman. Mike Schmidt. Nice. That is cool. We got the Crime Dog, Fred McGriff. Danny Cox. Jerry Hairston. Bill Wegman. Jeff Ballard and Don Carmen. Mike Schmidt, great player, third baseman for the Phillies. Daryl Evans, Pena, Tim Cruz, Dave Concepcion, Gary Gaetti. We got Sean Hilligus, rated rookie. We got the Stan Musial. I guess that's the showing what the completed puzzle would look like. Billy Hatcher. Paul Molitor. Neil Allen. Dan Pasqua. Tim Flannery. Alan Davis, Devon White, Alan Davis, Floyd Bannister, Fred Lynn, Bob Kipper, Sammy Stewart, Oil Can Boyd, Jeffrey Leonard, and Jesse Orozco. Oh, we got the Mark Grace rated rookie. That looks good. Looks good. This card was really hot that year in '89. Tony Pena, Rick Leach, McDowell, Bobby Thigpen, Santiago, Storm Davis, Frank Tanana. Oh, we got the Bonds, Barry Bonds. With the Pirates. Nice looking card. We got Durham, Ted Simmons, and Jamie Moyer. We got Jerry Reed. Mark McGwire on the Diamond Kings. Nice. I was hoping to get that one. That is cool looking card. Got McGwire. Got Kevin Gross. Jay Aldrich. Ed Lynch. Jose Uribe. Junior Ortiz. Bob Melvin. I'm hoping to get the Bo Jackson card. Wouldn't be his rookie. 87 was his rookie, but his second-year card is still collectible. We got Mike Scott, Steve Howe, Jim Dwyer, Vance Law, Ron Darling, Jeff Robinson, Zane Smith, Jay Bell, Mike Gallagher, Bob Forsch, and Vinces Palais. Oh, sorry, I won't even attempt that. This is going to put us 3/4 of the way through, guys. We got Harold Baines, Mike Moore, Matt Young, Todd Stottlemyre, Bob Walk, Steve Farr, Kelly Gruber, Wally Joyner, Dwight Evans, Tim Raines, Gary Pettis, and Jim Clancy. 9 packs to go, guys. 9 packs to go. Terry McGriff, Ron Kittle, Bruce Ruffin, Jerry Royster, Tom Candiata, Phil Bradley, Jack McDowell rated rookie, Ernest Riles, Craig Reynolds, Willie Ritchie, and Tony Gwynn. It's a good looking Tony Gwynn card. I hope I can get it in there. There we go. Got Wes Gardner, Frank Williams, Trevino, Mike Brumley, Carl Nichols, Tommy Herr, Julio Franco, Childress, Ashby. Got Will Clark on the MVP card. That's a good looking card. Mark Grant and Ozzie Smith. Getting a pile of wrappers here and puzzle pieces. Dan Petrie, Mel Hall, Von Hayes, Jimmy Key, John Tudor, Greg Walker, Santana, Mike Young, Wilson, Jack Morris, Paul Molitor, and Dave Anderson. Okay, we got a Daryl Miller. Got a Tommy John on the Diamond King. Ted Simmons. Chuck Finley. Carlton Fisk. Jim Gott. Dave Clark. Mike Greenwell's card. We got another Will Clark. We got a Doc Gooden. Ed Lynch. And a Jose Uribe. We got Ernie Witt, Mike Stanley, Richard Dotson, Randall Byers, Dave Stewart, Mike Heath, Tommy Gregg. We got a Tony Gwynn on the MVP card. Ted Simmons. Jamie Moyer. Barry Hill. Jerry Reed. And a Mike Schmidt. We're counting them down, guys. We got 4 more packs. 4 more packs. We got a Crime Dog for Ed McGriff. Jerry Hairston. Bill Wegman, Ed Lynch, Uribe, Junior Ortiz, Bob Melvin, Dave Concepcion, Gary Gaetti, Jose De Leon. 3 more packs. Man, let's see if we can get a bow. We have not pulled a bow. Jackson. Pulled just about every other big name. We got Vance Law, Ron Darling, Jeff Robinson, Zane Smith, Jay Bell, Tim Flannery, Alvin Davis, Devon White, Harold Baines, and a Mike Moore. 2 more packs to go. We got Matt Young, Ron Robinson, Mike Flanagan, Bob Walk, Jesse Orozco, Ed Carrera, Dwight Evans, Tim Raines, Gary Pettis, Jim Clancy, Terry McGriff, Ron Kittle, and Bruce Ruffin. This is the last pack, guys. Let's see what we can get. Hopefully we can finish strong. We got a Roberto Kelly. We got Jeff Blauser. We got a Bonds. We got Barry Bonds. Good looking Barry Bonds card too. Okay. Nice. Leon Durham. Jeff Russell. Ernest Riles. Craig Reynolds. Les Stryker. Wally Ritchie. Tony Gwynn, another Tony Gwynn. Wes Gardner, Frank Williams, and finish it with Jeff Dedman. Guys, if you enjoyed we'd really appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe. This is part of our Throwback Thursday playlist. We do a vintage rip every Thursday. This is Chris. Catch you next time.